up again, YouTube? We're going to do an oil change on a 2008 Acura TL Type S. It's pretty simple. A lot of times on these, the hardest thing to figure out is where the dang oil filter is. I know I ran into that, and guess where I went to find out where it was at? You got it, YouTube. Alright, so let's get started and jack this bad boy up. Make sure we're under the pinch weld. I'll show you guys that because I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people, I get a lot of questions on where to jack cars up at. So we're gonna try to show you that real quick, and bear with me. So if you look under here, you'll see that there's a pinch weld right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's a weld where all the panels from the side of the car meet. This is the strongest point, so the jack always goes on this little pinch weld here. There's our sign. 2U brakes. This is actually on my own personal vehicle. Get her jacked up. That should be fine. Put it under the subframe. Let it down on the jack stand. Alright. Car's jacked up. Got the jack stand under. Let's pop this bad boy off here. See where I got the jack stand. Got it sitting on the subframe. This is the subframe. It runs under the bottom of the car. It is basically what the engine sits on, and all the other components, control arms, stuff like that sits on. So that's where the jack stand's at. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the oil bolt off, which right here, you can see it also says engine oil, and it's got engine oil all over it. We got a leak somewhere. She'll worry about that another day. That's our bolt. It should be, if I'm not mistaken, a 16 or 17 millimeter. So let me get some tools and we'll get started. Handy dandy drain pan under here. This is an enclosed drain pan that holds everything in it. I love this thing. It's so much easier to clean up. When it gets full, I just take it into the local AutoZone and have them dump it, and it's super simple. What size this is. Yep, it's a 17. All right. So it's a 17 millimeter right there. 17. We want to take it off. Loose. sure that this cap is off here. Cap off. Slowly turn this bad boy off of here. Drip, drip. There we go. Alright. Set my plug there and just wait for it to drain out. Alright. Pretty much all drained out now. Take my oil plug, get it started back in there. Tighten her up. Finger tight. I'm gonna come back with some paper towels and clean off the bottom of that there. Slide this out of the way. Get my nice ratchet that was just replaced by Snap-on because I broke it taking something off. And get it on there and make sure our drain plug is nice and snug. Let's go grab some paper towels or a rag so we can get this wiped off. Got the rag. Let's clean off the bottom of this a little bit. Over here. Drip, drip any oil on there. Alright. So, oil's empty. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna take the filter off. Come around, start the car, turn the wheel over. Oil filter is actually in the engine bay. Show you where. Don't start the car without any oil. Grab the filter. Got a nice new Honda certified filter since they were out of the STP filters, so we got a Honda filter for the same price. Score one for the good guys. So, I don't know if you can see that in there. The filter is right there. So if you get in, turn the wheel all the way to the right, come over here, you should be able to reach in there and spin that filter off. Make sure you have your drain pan under there because the oil is going to kind of drain down and hit this lower control arm. I do all my own oil changes, so that one was nice. It was just on there snug. It's nothing worse than an oil filter being on super tight. Let that oil drip out of there. Don't make a mess. Open up our fancy Honda filter here. Next, we're just gonna take it, and we need to get some oil around on that rubber O-ring right there. So on the next oil change, when we go to take it off, the rubber seal is not completely frozen onto here. So I just kind of take it, get a little ring of oil on it. Take the rag, I'll twist it tight with the rag on there, and there we go, it's nice and snug. Wipe any of this oil off so I don't drip it when I move the pan. That's it, easy peasy. Alright, so I wanted to show you in the owner's manual here. Most cars' owner's manuals have step-by-step instructions on how to change the oil and all the specifications. You can see there's actually a torque spec for the drain bolt, and what I was looking for was how much oil. 4.5 US quarts. That's including the filter. A lot of times you'll see online and in other places it'll say with filter or without filter. I don't know who changes oil without changing a filter, but people do, I guess. So anyway, we changed the filter, so 4.5 US quarts. I've got a 5-quart container of full synthetic. We're gonna get it added in and get it down off the jack stand, and we should be good to go. All right, spin this bad boy off, grab our oil and our funnel. I use the STP motor oil. I know a lot of people have preference on oil. I really don't. I like the STP. I get it from AutoZone. It works. Get this funnel in here. Nobody likes to spill oil. 4.5 quarts. That looks pretty cool running down there like that. It's like a beer bong, but for oil. I'll show you in a second. There's a measuring, it's a little marker on the side of this jug that kind of tells you how much oil's left. I kind of do it by feel. Done enough of these to where I can typically feel. I mean, I know there's going to be 1/2 quart of oil left in this container, so I'll wait till I get close. Then I set it up. You can see right here. So there's a little bit, we'll guesstimate close to 2 quarts left in there. Check it again. And we're about there. We'll do a smidgen more. Oh, there we go. Up. Lid on. Cap on. Tight. And we're gonna go and reset the oil light. Alright, we're in the car. We got the oil changed. Now we're gonna reset the oil life. You can see I got it oil life 20%, trip A. So what I'm gonna do is down here, you can see you got 3 buttons. You got 1, 2, 3. So these scroll through. So you can see, scroll through. So you want to scroll through these until you get to oil life. So we're on oil life. So now we're going to press and we're going to hold the select reset button for 10 seconds until it pops up. You'll see here in a second. Okay. Service due soon, A1. So now we want to hold it for 10 more seconds. It should pop up and give us an option. There we go, maintenance reset. Up or down to cancel, or select means okay. So we're gonna hit select. That's select. Okay, bam, there we go. Oil life 100%. We're good to go.